we go on to our superior shine cloth. Sounds very professional. At least it's superior. Okay, so there's two sides to this. There's always two sides of something, right? There's the soft side, and then there's the sort of rougher side. We only want to use the soft side. Now you maybe have seen shoe shine guys like, well, you can do that, but I mean, who's going to support your bag if you've got two hands pulling on this? So I just, again, fold it in such a manner that I can control it. I like to do this. I like to actually sort of roll this around my hand a little bit, see? And then I catch it with my thumb, like that. Hello? Okay. So where do we start? We start on the bottom. Okay. And here we go. Now this you can use some pressure on, okay? As long as you hold this nice and steady. Remember, but the pressure isn't just in, it's out. It's across. Boom, boom, boom. See? That's nice, right? You're like, oh, I want it even more shiny. Well, you can always put more polish on and do it again, but let's just do one time through, okay? If you put too much polish on, what happens is, and if you don't get the excess off, you're like, it looks great, and then all of a sudden you go from your warm room to your air-conditioned room, or you're sitting there and you're like, all of a sudden you look at your bag and you go, oh my gosh, there's white spots on it. It looks like it has a disease, maybe it's ill. No, you got extra polish on it, and it's not so nice, is it? So less is always more. But you can you see the shine? Isn't that nice? Okay. So now we go to the sides. Now that we're feeling very confident with our buffing rag. And you can take this and just kind of tuck it out of the way for yourself so it's not bouncing around. I take my hand and I spread my hand so that when I have an area that's like this, it flattens. You see, so inside I'm doing this. There, like that. All these little tricks, you're like, I can't believe there's so much intricate stuff to know about polishing a bag. But now you know, don't you? Now you know it. Now you own it. Okay. Here. You don't have to stick your tongue out, but it might help. Okay. And over here, I'm just going to tuck my sangle in like that. Inside, I'm going to open the hand. Here. This is a Cellier bag, and that means that the stitches are on the outside. It actually takes much more time to do it because you have to be so good at your stitches. But you can go up along that edge. I don't know if you can see that, but I just brought the shine up on the edge too. And that's nice. Always making sure that when you're going down with your cloth, you're going down along those stitches and taking off any excess polish. There you can see that? So that probably had some polish on it or something. But now that's another thing that's not coming off on your pretty dress or fabulous suit. Okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do these quickly, my straps. Just kind of get that excess off, just like that. Again. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set these back inside because I'm going to work this panel and I don't really want these moving around. So, see that? I'm just going to, got my fingers on the other side in there to kind of hold that open and just sliding that in. Gently, gently, don't get crazy. There you go. Nice and gentle. You don't want to yank on stuff. And then there was a little bit of polish in that edge there. I just sort of took care of that. Do the same thing here. Okay. There. go. Normally I'd have this down a little lower, but I really want you guys to see what's going on, so there we go. Inside, you really want to open your fingers up like this so that you have as much surface area for your hand on the other side to push against. That will help you get your best shine. And it also keeps it from going all over the place. Cattywampus, as you can see, a bigger bag wants to kind of rock. And you want to try and keep it under control because you're trying to work a surface, not row a boat. Okay. So I don't know if you can see. See, the bag does have some scratches, but you see, you don't really notice them so much now, do you? And that's called having them blending back into the patina. That's what I talk about, that, you know, it's going to have some scratches. It's going to happen. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's a bag. It's supposed to be used, and there's nothing that looks so cool about being scared of your bag. And you're like, oh, it's this beautiful bag, and you know, I don't want to hurt it. And then you end up sometimes with these really weird gesturing and posturings because you're trying not to scratch your bag. Okay, and I'm finishing the front panel. And you can see I've got a really nice shine. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And I've done the inside, which means that I can now put my sangles, which are my straps, back through. Okay. You can kind of see that it's kind of like threading. In fact, it's just like threading. There you go. See? There it is. It's through. Okay. Do the same thing here. There you go. There. All right, so you're thinking, well, what else could we possibly do? That looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? Well, there is one more thing. We have the sunshine cloth, which is a pretty fabulous thing, I think. What this is going to do is actually clean up the tarnish. See the black coming off? And make our hardware shine. So everything is, look at that. You're like, wow. See? Look at the difference. So this is just your final, make it nice. There. Go ahead and do it on this side. So everything will shine. If anybody says, you can't have nice things because you don't know how to take care of them, and you're going to say, oh no, I know how to take care of nice things, and I deserve them. And Docride told me that's true, so you tell him to come to me. I'll tell him. Okay, I'm going to rub there. And this you can save, obviously. You could do your rings later too. I mean, you might go on a kick and say, oh, I think I'll shine all my jewelry up. Works beautifully on gold, silver. Here. Looks pretty shiny, huh? Isn't that nice? Okay. And yes, you can do the feet too if you want. The feet are in these vintage bags are usually brass. Sometimes they're, you know, heavily. Actually, this is working pretty good. Sometimes they get really a heavy patina on them. Sometimes you'll need something a little stronger than this, but this is working pretty good. We do have a hardware detailing kit that's actually got hardware detailing papers, different microns, different sort of grits, and you can use that to help get out some of the scratches. But you don't want to do that too much. You can do it a little bit, but if you do it too often, then you're going to take off your gold plating. It's like, where'd your gold go? Gone with the wind. So you just do a little bit. But it does make a dramatic difference if you've got some scratches and you want things to look really good. But we'll talk about that at a different time. This is just how to use a sunshine cloth. I'm just kind of going to shine up the lock a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There's fluffies in the air. Okay. There you go. There we go. Fantastic. I always take the lock and hook it onto something that's not going to move around a whole lot, because the locks themselves can cut your bag. In this case, on this Kelly, I'm going to go ahead and put it through the D-ring here. And it's probably not going to do too much trouble there. Okay, and you have completed your spa. Take your gloves off, feel fabulous. Oh, spa buddy, don't forget your spa buddy. Find out what wonderful little toys and things you have in there, and your fortune, which is always fun. Collect all 12. All right, thank you very much. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.